Today, we are graduating. I have taught you how websites work. I have taught you how to scan. You guys bought my PDF. You learned the exploits, and maybe you finally popped your first reverse shell on a web server. You think you won, right? You think you are a hacker. Listen to me. In 2026, popping a web server is just the lobby. It is the waiting room. When you break into a massive corporate network, a bank, a hospital, a tech giant, that web server is isolated. It is locked in a digital cage. You have no privileges. You cannot access the customer databases. You cannot access the CEO's emails. If you want the real prize, you have to move inland. You have to take over the entire corporate network. You need to become the domain admin, or I call it God mode. Today, I'm going to show you the exact advanced 2026 kill chain that elite threat actors use to bypass multi-factor authentication, evade AI-powered antivirus, and map $1 billion network from the inside to steal the keys to the kingdom. Step 1. Getting inside. 10 years ago, we just guessed passwords, but today, every company has MFA, multi-factor authentication. You need a password and a text message code or an authenticator app. Script kiddies cry about MFA. They think it stops them. Real hackers don't care about your 6-digit code. We don't steal passwords anymore. We steal sessions. We use a framework called Evil Jinx. This is an adversary-in-the-middle attack. I buy a domain that looks exactly like your company's login page, microsoftsecurelogin.com. I send an email to an employee saying their account is expiring. The employee clicks the link. They see the real Microsoft login page. They type their password. Evil Jinx intercepts it. Then, Microsoft asks them for their MFA code on their phone. The employee types the 6-digit code into my fake website. Evil Jinx passes that code directly to Microsoft in real time. Microsoft verifies the code and logs the user in. Microsoft hands out a session cookie, the digital VIP wristband, that says this user is authenticated. But because my Evil Jinx server is sitting in the middle, I catch that session cookie in the air. I don't need your phone. I don't need to guess your code again. I take that cookie, I inject it into my own browser, and I am inside the corporate network. You let me in. Okay, we have an employee's access. We drop onto their workstation. Now we face the scariest boss in modern hacking. EDR, Endpoint Detection and Response. This is not your grandpa's antivirus. Tools like CrowdStrike or SentinelOne use artificial intelligence. If you drop a malicious .exe file onto a modern corporate laptop, the EDR will kill your process in milliseconds and lock you out of the network. So how do we survive? We don't bring weapons into the building. We use the weapons already inside. This is called LOL bins, or living off the land. We use the tools that Microsoft built into Windows. The EDR trusts PowerShell, right? IT admins use PowerShell every day. Instead of writing a virus to the hard drive, we execute a PowerShell command that downloads our exploit directly into the computer's volatile memory, or RAM. I call this fileless malware. Because the malware never touches the physical hard drive, traditional antivirus scanners cannot scan it. We unhook the API monitoring. We use direct system calls to the Windows kernel to blind the EDR. We are standing in the middle of a highly secure room, totally invisible. We are invisible, but we are a nobody. We are logged in as Dave from accounting. Dave has no power. We need to become the domain admin. But a corporate network has 10,000 computers. Where do we go? We use a tool called Bloodhound. Bloodhound uses graph theory to map the entire Active Directory environment. It is the most beautiful, devastating tool in a hacker's arsenal. From Dave's computer, we quietly query the domain controller. We ask for a list of every user, every computer, and every permission in the entire company. Active Directory is designed to answer these questions, so it hands us the map. We load this data into Bloodhound, and Bloodhound calculates the exact shortest path to God mode. Look at the screen. Bloodhound tells me, Dave from accounting doesn't have admin rights, but Dave is a member of the printer support group. The printer support group has local admin rights on server 42, and currently logged into server 42 is the IT manager. Boom, we just found our stepping stones. If we can get to server 42, we can steal the IT manager's credentials. Now we have to move. We call this lateral movement. In a Windows enterprise environment, computers don't use passwords to talk to each other in the background. They use a protocol called Kerberos. Kerberos uses tickets, like a ticket to a movie theater. If I am on Dave's computer, I don't try to guess the IT manager's password. I use a tool like Mimikatz or Rubius. I scrape the memory of the computer, and I steal the digital Kerberos ticket that was left behind when the IT manager logged in. This is called pass the ticket. I inject the IT manager's ticket into my own session. I walk up to the domain controller, the absolute brain of the company, and I hand them the ticket. The domain controller looks at the math. The math is valid. It assumes I'm the IT manager. I am in. We have reached the center of the maze. We are standing inside the domain controller. We have domain admin privileges. What does a real hacker do now? Do they deploy ransomware? Maybe. But advanced persistent threats, nation-state hackers, they don't want to break things. They want to stay forever. If the blue team discovers Dave's account was hacked, they will change Dave's password. They will delete the IT manager's ticket. We will lose our access. We need persistence. We steal the ntds.dit file. This is the Holy Grail. This is the master database file that contains the password hashes for every single user in the entire company. But more importantly, it contains the Kerberos ticket granting ticket hash. If you steal the Kerberos ticket granting ticket hash, the game is permanently over. You can use this hash to forge your own mathematically perfect Kerberos tickets for any user in the company, valid for 10 years. This is called a golden ticket. Even if the company changes every single password, even if they fire Dave, even if they rebuild their servers, it doesn't matter. You hold the master cryptographic key that creates reality on that network. You can walk through any door at any time, completely undetected. You are a digital god. Escúchenme, cabrones. Listen to me. Everything I just showed you. Evil Jinx, EDR evasion, Bloodhound, golden tickets. This is what happens when real professionals go to war. A script kiddie looks at a website and tries to break a login box. A professional looks at a target, maps the human element, bypasses the endpoint security, navigates the Active Directory maze like a ghost, and steals the keys to reality. But you cannot run before you learn to walk. You cannot understand Bloodhound and Kerberos if you don't even know how a subnet works or how to scan a basic port. If you want to stop playing in the lobby, if you want to actually understand how networks are built so you can learn how to tear them down, you need to build your foundation. My blueprint, Network Scanning from Beginner to Pro and Website Hacking in 2026, is linked down below. Thousands of you are already in the community reading it. It gives you the raw, unfiltered baseline you need to actually survive in this industry. Grab it, study it. The internet is a battlefield. Thank you for watching, hermanos. I will see you in the next one. Una vida, un tiro. Haz que cuente.